Hello, welcome. I hope you're ready to have your mind absolutely blown today. I'm going to teach you how to manifest absolutely anything in about 20 minutes. Let's do it. First of all, why would you learn about manifestation? So I want you to know that your frequency creates your reality no matter what. This means that your thoughts, your emotions, your trauma, the wounds you have in your body, how much you exercise, how you dress, all these small decisions in your life create your reality. So why not do it in a way that you know is going to give you what you want, right? Right. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that today. So first of all, says who? If you're here and you're wondering if manifestation is real, let me tell you, it is so true. This starts from, Albert Einstein used to talk about everything is energy and your frequency will be matched with your environment. There's Nikola Tesla, who did a lot of research on frequency and how that also aligned and made him achieve his wildest dreams. Then we also have Oprah Winfrey, who very clearly said that, the way you think creates your reality. Then we have Rhonda Bynes. She did The Secret, which is quite a famous book, which is all about how your thoughts create your reality as well. And then we have the beautiful Abraham Hicks, who was one of my very first mentors in Seattle. And she says that no matter what you focus on, good or bad, creates your reality. So let me be able to tell you how to do that exactly so that you're creating a positive reality for yourself or one that's aligned with your wildest dreams. So before I go into me, I want to ask you a question. If you knew that your dreams were going to be a success, what would that be worth to you? Like if you ask yourself that right now for a moment, knowing that manifestation is real, knowing that you can create all of this, what would that be worth to you to be able to actually create this? Just take a minute. Because I know for me, as I've gone on this journey and I'm going to tell you about it, I realized that I was chasing money for a really long time. I may not have the life-changing story of, I've gone from broke to millions, but I have a lifetime, honestly, a lifetime of learning and observing these small moments of how we actually create our reality. And my biggest obsession in my life has always been to understand who we are and where we came from and what we came here to do. And my second biggest obsession is to remind people of how wonderful they are and like everything that they came here to do is to be exactly themselves. Um, so I may not have manifested the millions, but let me tell you, I've manifested things that money will never buy, which is, healthy children, an abundance of love in my life, an ability to morph and even feel confident in my own body and in the way my body moves and feels every single day. I've been able to manifest money 100%. No, I've just been clearly transparent. I'm not one of those manifestation coaches that has manifested millions. But if I've ever desired anything or any sum of money, as I'm working on my money thermostat, which I'll teach you about soon, it's happening. It's all happening so clearly for me. And as I've said, I'm a mom of three healthy children, and I've been a mom for three healthy children. That my twins are 3 years old, so I've not had all the time in the world to share these teachings. But now today, I can really confidently say, like, I can help you transform your life 1,000,000%, and this is how you do it. Are you ready? So before we go into it, into the 4 pillars that I've created about manifestation and telling you exactly how to do it, I just want you to understand the concept of the law of attraction and manifestation. So the law of attraction is a universal law, which is really that our thoughts, beliefs, our energetic frequency creates our reality. Like Nikola Tesla, like Albert Einstein kind of talked about. And then the conscious manifestation is using that law in our favor. This is one of the most powerful laws of the universe. There is other laws as well, but this is one of the most powerful ones. There's the law of Dharma and all those other ones too, and karma. Is the manifestation. So we're using that law to consciously create our reality and healing to create our reality. So, are you ready for me to teach you exactly how to create or manifest no matter anything in your life, no matter what it is? Like there is no desire that is crazy or nothing too wild. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, 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 yes. You're ready. Okay, let's do it. So this is my own unique teaching. This is the way I've seen it, and I have observed so many manifestation teachers in the world, so many concepts, so many tools. And this is what I came down to, the 4 pillars of manifestation. Sorry, excuse me. First pillar is clarity. And I think this goes for absolutely anything in your life. Like you cannot manifest from a wishy-washy, not too sure what I want, because the universe is just going to match you with wishy-washy. Like, get really clear on what it is that you want, and ask, and it is given. It's one of like the real tools here. And what I usually do, and what we're going to do in my 6 weeks challenge, if you'd like to join my 6 weeks challenge to manifest anything, is I'm going to anchor that in with a why. Like, why do you really want this? Like, where does that come from? Like, what's this vision that you're creating? And then we're going to go real deep into what this manifestation is, what is the vision, and we're going to bowl up that frequency, and then we're going to be able to bring that to you right now so you can act as if. And this is all going to be a combination of questions and live calls and meditations that we could do together, and it's just the most fun ever. Excuse me 1 second. Or tickle my throat. All right, the next pillar is action. And this is one of the big things that I felt like I did so many manifestation courses that were write it down on a piece of paper, burn this in the fire, like very energetic, very more of the feminine side. But I kind of needed someone to tell me a little bit more about the action and aligned action that needs to happen. And it's almost like your side of creating the reality, that the manifestation comes together like almost like two shells. Like, you need to have the action, and then also the ethereal, more feminine side. Masculine, feminine come together. Intuition, logic work together. This is your energetic contribution to the creation. And what we'll do in my 6 weeks challenge, we'll get really clear, like I said, with what you want to create. And then I'm going to help you create goals in 4 specific areas that are really important to work on in order for the manifestation to happen as quickly as possible. We're also going to embody the fact that there's a really big difference between working towards a manifestation or working towards something out of desperation of maybe this is going to happen, or I'll wait to see the results if this is really where I'm meant to go or what I'm meant to do, versus working out of like, I know this is who I am. I will wait for the right people to turn up, and I'm going to keep showing up every single day, knowing and acting as if like, this is done. This is done. I've done it. I just need to keep doing these actions. So this is also a bit of mindset that we can work together, and also an area I'm rather obsessed with. Then in between this masculine and feminine, there's the healing, right? So this is really what will increase your ability to receive. And we'll do this in my 6 weeks challenge, because the universe will not reward you with your desires to cover up a wound that you came here to heal. Excuse me. Sit with that a minute. So I'm not going to go into the depths of like soul work and you know, the whole lifetime that we're here. But what I have noticed, and I'm a healer, so I do a lot of pranic and Reiki work, and I've worked with many clients, and I have an ability to actually see energy in the body and feel energy in the body. And it's amazing how much for myself, I've sometimes thought like, oh no, like I don't need that healing. That's okay. Like, I'm okay. And then as soon as I actually went a little bit deeper into the healing, into my body, into like, actually, why do I really want this? Why do I really want this? And be able to give my inner child, or, you know, we can use different terms, that inner self, that cosmic self of yours, that feeling without the external validation, it almost unlocks a key. And I'm not even joking, sometimes instantly, or like the next day, your manifestation can actually come true. So healing is a huge part of manifestation. Like I said, you cannot manifest something if there's a healing involved, or if there is some sort of lock in the body that needs to be transmitted basically to really access that manifestation. And I will teach you all how to do that in my 6 week challenge. So then we move on to the feminine, which is the embodiment, which is kind of the quality of your creation. Like, how much can you play in this space? How much can you strengthen your connection with your intuition? Like I said, the action is more the logic of how we bring this forward, whereas the embodiment is more, yeah, the fun, the intuition, the creation, maybe doing things that don't always make sense, but you're like, I just know I have to do this. So that's why we'll also create masculine actions towards it. So, you know, meditation, journaling, like pick your poison, whatever works for you. Maybe it's walking in nature or whatever it might be, to strengthen your connection with source, so that, you know, you can slow down. And when you're in line somewhere, you notice that person, or you get all these little messages, or you've got time to listen to yourself, so that when you're creating or actively creating, you feel really supported, and it will really help you work towards that creating out of trust instead of creating out of desperation. So those are my 4 pillars. These are the 4 pillars we're going to really work on the 6 weeks. I've made it 6 weeks because I've added a few little extra bits in there as well. Excuse me, I've got such a tickle in my throat today. But let me just see what I have next. Okay, so how do I know that these desires are available to you? How do I know that you'll take these 6 weeks and you'll be on your way to creating these deepest desires? Your desires are here because this is your soul talking to you. The reason why you desire things when we're really connected to that heart space, and I'll teach you how to connect to that high heart space. I'll also teach you how to know yes or no's with soul guidance, so you'll feel it in your body. So you'll know that the deepest desires are the desires that are connected there, not the desires in your mind, right? Not the desires that you're scrolling through social media thinking, I want that. Like, what's an example? So you're like, oh, I want to be an influencer, but you hate filming yourself and you hate taking photos. Like, you probably don't want to be an influencer, but there's something in there that you like. So maybe you see yourself in fancy hotels. Okay, what does that look like? Like, what other things do you fancy? Like, it's putting all the puzzle pieces together in, using our logic and then flowing with that intuition, that soul guidance, that desire. So I know absolutely those desires are clues, because that's what's going to help me be able to put the pieces together in that 6-week challenge. That's going to help you just get really clear, and then everything's going to help start the ball rolling. Okay, so let's just unpack the pillars a bit. I'm just going to move my screen, sorry. So clarity, creating the vision. Like I've said, this is really getting really clear on what those desires are that are speaking to you. We're going to write it down. So that's kind of going to be the first 3D activation. We're going to learn to say it out loud properly in a way that's, like I said, very expansive and in the right frequency. And we're going to connect to your true self. All these things are really important in this clarity step. And I'll teach you all about that in my 6-week challenge. Next is the aligned action. This is your active creation. Is there anything? Oh, so we're going to create actions in 4 key areas, which is mind, body, spirit, and environment. And this is really important because all of these elements really work together to help you act as if and help you bring the person that you see in that vision to right now. Because the more you can bring that person to right now, then you'll actually align that frequency and the manifestation can happen even quicker. Sorry, excuse me. I have such a tickle in my throat today. It's the worst. Action is also really important because when I was going on my journey with Source to understand action, what can happen is you can have these ideas and these visions, but if you don't act on them, you might notice that someone in your environment might just suddenly come up with the idea, or someone will launch the program you've been thinking about, or a product might come to the market that you're always like, oh, that would be such a good idea. That's because manifestations usually come down, or downloads or ideas from above as a shower, right? So this is different from your desires. I will explain all of this in the 6-week program, but it comes down as a shower, and it's kind of the person that acts on it that's going to be able to go and grab the parcel and bring it to reality. So you might have the idea in your head, you've got to bring it down to your reality. We can also work in the chakras in that sense too, but actually let's not confuse you right now. Aligned action, that's going to be the 4th pillar. We'll go through it in my 6 weeks program. Then the healing. This is like my super soft spot. I love doing this. I love reflecting back to people how beautiful they are, and how sometimes we resist those parts of ourselves that we think bad or not worthy or not right. And I love to just be able to dismantle that for people. So we're going to do a lot of that in the 6-week challenge, the 4-week committed just to that. Really questioning why you desire what you desire, what lies beneath it, and help you just bring up all the wounds. One example is, one wound that a lot of us have is you need to work hard to manifest to get money. And, we're there playing the lotto or doing all these different things to get passive income. But then we've all got this like super ingrained wound of, I need to work hard for money. So if you don't actually remove that from your body, you will never be a match to making money effortlessly. Like, that's just, if making money is hard, that you can't make it effortless. If that's your core being and your subconscious energetic trademark, like, you won't be able to manifest money easily. That's just simple. So I'm going to help you dismantle all of that in the 6-week challenge. And I'll put the link below if anyone's wanting to join my super 6-week challenge. Then the embodiment, this is also so part of my daily life and so part of what I do. And I'm still a student of this at times. Being a mum of three, I think sometimes my commitment slips and I notice it. So I know how important it is, and I learn over and over again how important it is to connect to your inner guidance to make sure that you're making these decisions that you trust and that you can really surrender in the process, just knowing like this is all happening. I've created this is beautiful. And in the 6 weeks, I can't wait to see you transform from that place of maybe desperation or really wanting something or feeling stuck or not too sure how to transform to being in this space of like, oh my God, everything is mine, everything is available. I just sounded like the Lion King. Everything the light touches is on Simba. Anyway, then I've added an extra week in my 6 weeks challenge about human design. So I studied human design a few years ago now. And I think it really has an importance in manifestation because human design is your energetic blueprint. It's based on where the planets were when you were born and how it activates this chart. You can see here these different centers and these different channels. And that kind of gives us an understanding of how you work best energetically and how you interact with your environment and other people and how you can make decisions you love and trust. So ultimately, this is going to reduce your resistance to whatever you're attracting if you can be in alignment with it and really aligning with your authentic self. Right, there's a phrase at the bottom, I can't see. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically what's going to allow you to manifest a bit more effortlessly and will really align your daily goals in these 4 different areas with your human design to make sure that you're really in alignment too. Manifestation, step by step. So I just wanted to do a quick summary of kind of what we'll do in this 6 week challenge, which is right here below. So it's called Aligned and Unstoppable. Can't wait. First step is to create the vision, write it down, connect with the inner child, connect with yourself. You're going to write your story. It's going to be so beautiful. Then we're going to create daily actions. So I'll use a lot of what I've learned in my life coaching certification to help you really tune in and act as if, and we're going to use your human design, like I said, to really make sure these goals are aligned. Will increase your ability to receive, clear the wounds, clear the limiting beliefs, increase your awareness with your thoughts and conscious creation. And then we'll speed it up. We're going to speed it up. I'm going to use some time bending, some quantum mechanics. These are like little bonuses I'm going to add in. That's why I've got like a few extra weeks. It's not just 4 pillars in 4 weeks. Because I really want you to understand how much power you have when you can really connect to all these different layers of consciousness. It's so, so magic. And then surrender. So surrender, I kind of added as an extra step because I want you to bring it through all of this and take the weight off your shoulders that once we've created the vision, it's created, it's done. And every little bit and every little step onwards from that, where we can into trust and gratitude and just being in the now and enjoying your life is what I want for you. I want you to enjoy the now, like not just think about all of these things that are coming that are not here yet. That's more repelling. I want to bring you to now. I want to bring you to all the love that you're able to receive right now, right now, right now. And that's real, real, true surrender. And I've added this as an extra thing because in surrender, I've manifested things within 24 hours or even hours sometimes that when I've gone like, you know what, I'm done. This doesn't freaking work. And then it just showed up. So I know how important it is to stop wanting so much and be in that surrender space. And I'll give you lots of tools to be able to do that. So I thought I would end this with a quick FAQ. I hope I've not spoken too long. Oh my goodness. Why does gratitude work? Because gratitude puts us in that frequency that we've already received so much, so we keep receiving. It also, excuse me. Oh my God, why do I have a cough today? And it also puts us in that surrender as well. It allows us to be a bit more like, oh, it's all right, I have everything, everything's fine, everything's received. Yeah, and it's just a beautiful practice to be grateful for what you have. It brings you that presence as well. Can I really manifest anything? Absolutely, as long as you can believe it, right? Like if you have a limiting belief towards it, then no, you cannot manifest it, but you can manifest. There is nothing that is too far-fetched. Someone said to me like, yeah, but what if I want to be like a pony tomorrow? And I was like, do you actually, I was like, if you can work through the limiting beliefs to becoming a pony tomorrow, then I don't see why not, but I doubt you can work through them. And secondly, is that really what you want? Because it needs to be a combination of, there's no limiting beliefs and it's actually what you want, what your soul came here and what you desire. But yes, you can. I've been trying to manifest love for years, and I feel like I've tried everything. Oh, this is such a big one, and I love this journey for people because I've known some such beautiful souls in my life wanting to manifest love, and I feel I've watched their journey and I've learned so much from them that I think the main reason sometimes why people don't manifest love is because there's something in you that needs to be healed or needs to be brought to the surface. There's a version of you that needs to be brought to the surface that's going to magnetize the person that's meant to come into your life. For many reasons, that will probably include healing that needs to happen before that person comes into your life. It probably involves, there's another aspect to this that's just slipping through my fingertips. Yeah, basically, it's almost like you need to be strong enough to bring this person to the surface and not wait for someone external to help you bring it to the surface before the universe is going to help you manifest or bring that person to you. How do I surrender when I want it so bad? I spoke about surrender, and that was someone put that on my post, and I was like, oh, this is so hard for me too. Lots of different ways, and it really does depend what you're manifesting. Money is a huge one, and we'll do a lot of money mindset and a lot of like abundance mindset as well, and take you away from making it about the money is probably the easiest way to surrender. But when you want it so bad, like I said, gratitude for what you already have, knowing that it's coming, that you just have to do those daily actions, which is why we do those daily actions in the 6-week challenge to keep you kind of knowing that as long as you're doing that, like it's happening, like it's cool. But also knowing that we all have our moments and that's also okay. And I will give you tools to be able to move through them. And those moments probably happen because maybe there's a lesson there that you need to slow down, or sometimes your body might be speaking to you. There might be loads of different layers to this. So yes, I can totally relate, and we will totally work through so many different ways that you can surrender, even when you want it so bad. I'm trying to manifest money, but bills keep showing up. 100%. So we'll talk about your money thermostat. So everyone has the kind of ceiling of how much money they believe they are allowed to have, or worthy of having. And we'll work through that. So what can very often happen is people manifest money either because they want money so bad that the universe, it's almost like a repelling thing because you want it so bad. So the universe is like, oh, I don't have money, I don't have money, I need money, I need money. Basically means take my money away. So working on that thought pattern, but there is also the money thermostat that we'll be able to work through. So, you know, if you get an amount of a sum of money and then bills come in to kind of take it away, that's probably your money thermostat. If it's that you're just getting bills come in, that's probably because it's a thought that you don't have enough, you don't have enough. So like you will always be in the not enough. And we'll work through all of those things. And then, like I said before, like it really depends what your core beliefs and your subconscious beliefs about money, but I can help you work through all of those. All right, there we go. If you have any questions, please ask below. Let's stay connected. I'll add my Instagram below as well and the link to my 6-week challenge. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love this space, and thank you for listening to this. If you came this far, and yeah, thank you. Bye.